Fliggy and me, we hit the sea, then rode in on the stern side, and popped a cart, jumped overboard, and rode in on the king tide. Came aboard of their own accord with knives drawn, they broke down. Now Fliggy and me are no longer at sea, and won't be back in Castletown. The law from what we saw, no longer we will sail. Moroccan shores, a Bay of Biscay, and all of the Opium Trail. And the lights went out as we went south forever with the sea, and no one ever found a trace of Fliggy and me. Hey! Well, I saw the light and took the fight with swords drawn withstand. By night we fell, sent to hell, never to return to land. And the lights went out as we went south forever with the sea, and no one ever found a trace of Fliggy and me. Run the law from what we saw, no longer we will sail. Moroccan shores, the Bay of Biscay, and all of the Opium Trail. And the lights went out as we went south forever with the sea, and no one ever found a trace of Fliggy and me. A Fliggy and me, a Fliggy and me, a Fliggy and me. So Fliggy and me, we hit the sea, then rode in on the stern side. Popped a cart, jumped overboard, and rode in on the king tide. Came aboard of their own accord with knives drawn, they broke down. Now Fliggy and me are no longer at sea, and won't be back in Castletown. Thank you. I'm pretty happy that guitar's in one piece. It took a bit of a somersault off my bed this morning. Landed on the top of the neck, flipped over, landed on the back of it. Shouldn't be sleeping with my guitar, I guess. Let's hear a huge round of applause for Simon Basie for his beautiful set. Had to say that or his mother will kill me. It's a song called The Lonely Road. And a big thank you as well for Simon for lending me his beautiful guitar. And it does not matter if you're right or wrong, or you're rich or famous and don't belong. Trouble's gonna find you. Trouble's gonna rip out your soul. No words could ever describe it. Saying nothing only arouse the one you love. But either way, that tunnel deepens. And these are the cards that I've been dealt. Gonna deal with them myself. And these are the cards that I've been dealt. Gonna deal with them myself. Oh, somewhere on that lonely road. And I've never been one to cry a lot. Got a cupboard full of things that I've been bottling up. One day it may scream out from that jar. And Until that day I'll rise and say, just look at yourself, you got a divine display that if you try real hard, you can reach out for so much more. And these are the cards that I've been dealt, gonna deal with them myself. And these are the cards that I've been dealt, gonna deal with them myself. Oh, somewhere on that lonely road, we all get the check and we start losing friends. Gone so young, why did it have to end for them? Oh, but the mind weighs heavy from time to time, and we all lose sight of it, and that's no crime to wanna be. Oh, to wanna be just somewhere on the lonely road, just somewhere on the lonely road, just somewhere on the lonely road, just somewhere on that lonely road. Just in time. Thank you. Now, it's been a while since I've been in Adelaide. About 5 years ago, I left here and moved to the Sunshine Coast. And I've been writing a lot of different songs since I've been there. And I'm going to share a brand new song with you now called City Lights, which is loosely based around an evening that I went to Brisbane and hired this hotel room on a bit of a tour. Had a few too many beers, as you do on tour, and ordered some Uber Eats. But I thought the deal with Uber Eats is that they deliver it to you. Only I ordered the one that you got to go get it. So I jumped on a scooter and tore across Brisbane, riding at a few beers in speed. And on the way back, the bag split and my Nokia went all over the pavement. And I heard this car come screeching to a halt, and these two American girls jumped out, and they were like, "Oh my God, man, that was brutal." So they got into the back of their car and they found a bag, and we scooped all the Nokia into a bag. And that has absolutely nothing to do with this song. But I wrote it that night. seasons change, I feel so strange. I can't wait to get away from those city lights. Too many faces, too many bodies, too many miles, but no sign of peace in sight. Well, I can't find my way out. The streets, they have no end. And I can't find me a payout. It's the same round every bend. I just wanna be someone's shoulder. I just wanna feel like I'm there to hold her. I just wanna be there to hold her, but far, far away from those city lights. Overnight sensations are no one's friend. The true embodiment of a means to an end. The choices we make create the film we make. Is yours a blockbuster or just another Hollywood fake? Well, I want mine to be a miracle, at least a good tale to tell. I want explosions and stars and a life on Mars. You know I want my tickets to sell. I just want to be someone's shoulder. I just want to be there to hold her. I just want to feel like I'm there to hold her, but far, far away from those city lights. Oh, those city lights. Oh, those city lights. The city lights. 'Cause every time I look in a traveler's pocket, I see my life just walking away. My clothes, my watch, my food, my car, they're just all walking away. Every time I look from eye to eye, I see my life just walking away. My shoes, my watch, my food, my car, they're just all walking away. I just want to be someone's shoulder. I just want to be there to hold her. I just want to feel like I'm there to hold her, but far, far away from those city lights. Oh, those city lights. Oh, those city lights. Thank you. You still taste the pavement off that knocky. This is another brand new song. This is a song called Hollywood, which is a song all about the millennium, when we reach the year 2000. I'm sure everyone's got a millennium story where they were when the clock turned. Where were you, Denton? You wasn't born. Okay, sorry, I forgot. I'm coming down for your 23rd. I was in the Hollywood Hills, and it sounds glamorous, but it wasn't. I was with an ex-partner of mine, and she had an uncle who just got out of prison for robbing a bank. And I ended up in a car with him, trying to get to this house party up in Pasadena, I think it was. And they have this massive parade that runs through the whole of LA on a New Year's morning, and everyone camps on the street the night before, and there's literally no way to get across it. And the police are just lining up everywhere. And the guy I'm in the car with is just utterly freaking out every time he sees a police officer, which is kind of making me pretty nervous that maybe he had done some other stuff and I'm in a car with him, and I'm thinking this could go really wrong. Anyway, it took us 6.5 hours to get across the parade. We got there about 2 minutes before midnight. And then I rang my wife at the time. She was in Tucson, and I didn't realize it's a 2-hour difference, so I rang her at 2 in the morning. And I was in a lot of trouble for a few days. It goes a bit like this. This is Hollywood. This ain't no typical tale of Hollywood. Just a couple of misfits looking for a way around the Colorado Boulevard. It seems like things are harder than they should, but the prisoner, he still feels the bars, though he's been set free. And as hard as we tried, you know we could not find the road that leads to the dusty hills of that old Hollywood sign. But the prisoner won't let things go. He spent his time repenting for his crime. And where, oh where will I be when that clock strikes midnight? And where, oh where will I be when that clock strikes midnight? They gonna really believe it had nothing to do with me? Well, Beverly Hills is a good place to be alone, checking out the faces pushing out their plastic smiles. You say your dreams will come and grow and leave you standing right behind your pride. Where, oh where will I be when that clock strikes midnight? Where, oh where will I be when that clock strikes midnight? They gonna really believe it had nothing to do with me? Oh, am I really here? It had nothing to do with me. Why you shed those Tucson tears? It had nothing to do with me. It was just New Year's Eve in Los Angeles. It had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with me. It had nothing to do with me. So where will I be when that clock strikes midnight? Thank you. I'm going to play you a brand new song now that I've never actually played before live. It's not super easy to play, so we're going to give this a go. This is a song called Stare. This is a song pretty much just about our current society that we're living in. A society where the wealth of this country and many other countries is so badly divided amongst the people that every morning I get up early and I go surfing back home, and at 5 a.m. in the morning, I get to the car park and it's just full of cars with families, pensioners, everyone just asleep in cars because they've got jobs, they cannot get houses. And yet I live in a town where at least 60% of the buildings are empty. They could all be living there, and yet nothing is done about it. And I wrote this little song for the youth of today who get a bad rap, I think, a little bit for being a little bit numb to society, but I can kind of see why they are. This is called Stare. Well, it's Merry Christmas 2025, and the way that things are heating up, we'll be lucky if we're alive. And all we do is fight endlessly about what is the cause, while Jimmy drives a ute with no idea what it's even for. But it's not his fault, he's just doing what he was told. It's the fault of the rich man digging his gold. And those men in suits, they've taken everything we own, taken our souls and put them onto our phones for us to stare at our lives on a screen. Yet still we stare at what used to be our dream. Well, it came to my attention that I was not all that impressed by the way that waiter served me. He was disinterested at best. But every day he's told to put up with what he's got, while his boss is dissatisfied with the size of his third yacht. And those men in suits, they've taken everything we own, taken our souls and put them onto our phones for us to stare at our lives on a screen. Yet still we stare at what used to be our dream. Still we stare at our lives on a screen. Yet still we stare at what used to be our dream. Still we stare at our lives on the screen. He's still what used to be our dream. Thank you. I released an album last year called 9 Lives, which was a collection of 9 songs and 9 artworks that I did that represent the story of each of the songs. And it was all displayed at Woodford Folk Festival last year. And I've got some USB sticks with me today that have not only all the songs but all the artworks on them as high-res JPEGs, which you can print into posters for your wall. My tax return's on there too, if you're interested. Doesn't make for good reading. This is a song off it. This is The Old Pine Tree. Well, I follow that freight train to the dirty banks of the old canal. Oh, and I'll climb those stairs to go and see you, my girl. Well, it wasn't you that caught my eye. It was more than a feeling I come home. See, I lost my people. I'd forgotten what it felt to alone. You see, I had left no forwarding address to find out who I used to be. And out of the blue I was back, running round that same old path to find out who I used to be. Just like my family, under the big old pine tree. Oh, under that big old pine tree. Well, I climbed that mountain in that pouring rain to feel safe again. And now I'm sitting there on that 45A, 'cause I just can't explain how the desire to be this way is like the desire to be that way. It knows where they go. I gotta speak my own language. I gotta put on a show. You see, I had left no forwarding address to find out who I used to be. And out of the blue I was back, running down that same old path to find out who I used to be. And just like my family, under the big old pine tree. Oh, under that big old pine tree. Under the big old pine tree, yeah. Under the big old pine tree. Well, I knew why I left And I don't know where I arrived, though it's funny to think that I thought that I was free. And I ran like the wind, man, I just had to flee, had to find my way back home to that old pine tree. Oh, oh, to that old pine tree, yeah. To that old pine tree, yeah, yeah. To that old pine tree. And I follow that freight train to the dirty banks of that old canal. When I climb those stairs to go and see you, my girl, to that old pine tree. To that old pine tree. Thank you. Give a huge round of applause to my friend here doing sound, making us sound good up here. And to the Wheat Chief Hotel for always supporting live music. It's always a pleasure to play here. I'm going to play for you now one of the favorite songs of mine by a guy called Paul Simon. You may have heard of him. He lives in West Everton, I think. The Mississippi Delta was shining like a national guitar. When I'm following the river down the highway through that cradle of the Civil War. Well, I'm going to Gracelands, Memphis, Tennessee. I'm going to Gracelands. Poor boys with pilgrims and families, and we all going to Graceland. My traveling companion is 9 years old, is a child of my first marriage. And I've reason to believe we all will be received in Graceland. But she comes back to tell me she's gone, as if I didn't know that, as if I didn't know my own kin, as if I never noticed the way she brushed her hair from her forehead. And I can say losing love is like a window in your heart, 'cause everybody sees you're torn apart. Oh, everybody sees the wind blow. Oh, in Gracelands, Memphis, Tennessee, I'm going to Graceland. And poor boys with pilgrims and families, and we are going to Graceland. And my traveling companions are ghosts and empty sockets. I'm looking at ghosts and empties. And I've reason to believe we all will be received in Gracelands. There's a girl in New York City, she calls herself the human trampoline. Oh, and sometimes when I'm falling and flying and tumbling in the turmoil. I say, so hey, this is what you mean. It means you're bouncing in a graceland. And I can say losing love is like a window in your heart. 'Cause everybody sees you're torn apart. Oh, everybody sees the wind blow. Oh, in Graceland, from Memphis, Tennessee, I'm going to Graceland. And poor boys with pilgrims and families, and we are going to Graceland. And my traveling companion is 9 years old. He's a child of my first marriage. And I've reason to believe we all will be received in Gracelands. Oh, in Gracelands. I'm going to Graceland. Thank you. This is another song off my Known Lives album called At Night She Dreams. Through doing festivals in North Queensland, I met this lady who fostered this young girl who'd been through a really awful experience growing up. And over the time we knew her, she became this amazing young person under the guidance of our friend. But often with the way fostering works, last year she was taken back away and put back with her family, who had horrendous issues with jail and drugs and alcohol. And we really hope that she's okay. This is all about her. This is called At Night She Dreams. Shadows and spirits, they led through the halls, and secretly that girl stands tall. Strong as steel is she, even real. Oh yeah, she speaks to me now. Well, I will not pretend to know how she copes, to feel no love and yet still have hope. No child should suffer or try to recover. Oh, she speaks to me now. Oh, but at night she dreams, a safe place from fear. Oh, at night she dreams, 'cause no one would find her here. Well, no spirit should mend a heart broken by strangers' hands, and each time trust is whittled away, but the strength it still remains. And please leave me with one so kind, oh, for the first time you know I belong. And will they listen? Will they even care? Just too young to be forever strong. Oh, but at night she dreams a safe place from fear. Oh, at night she dreams 'cause no one would find her here. Safe place from fear. Oh, at night she dreams 'cause no one would find her here. Oh, at night she dreams a safe place from fear. Find her here. Thank you. I'm going to play just a couple more songs and then we're going to get Simon Bays. He's going to join me back up here and we're going to play a couple of old Timbers songs. Any requests? Now you're done. It's been a while since we've played, but they should come back. Fingers crossed for all of you. This is a song called Last Girl. I'll be releasing this in a few weeks' time. The crazy girl, she came away. She was looking down the barrel of a gun, and no one really knew her at all, though her wings were clipped so she couldn't run. And her mouth was made for talking, and her feet were bloody from walking around barefoot all day. That goddamn powder's got you bad. You better get off all that, 'cause one of these days that medicine's gonna end your world. You're gonna be just another lost girl. The demons walking by your side are still gonna be there tonight. Don't be just another lost girl. Just another lost girl. You said that Jesus is coming to save you, and he's gonna put a little love back into your heart. something tells me he's gonna fail you, and he's gonna be making another brand new start. But I bet that you were pretty in those days back in the city where it all went wrong. The place you got your first taste of, that gear that made your heart race, you thought you'd be too strong. 'Cause one of these days that medicine's gonna end your world, and you're gonna be just another lost girl. The demons walking by your side are still gonna be there tonight. Don't be just another lost girl. You can turn it around and get out of this town. Don't be another lost girl. There's more to this world. Don't be another lost girl. There's more to this world. Don't be another lost girl. There's more to this world. 'Cause one of these days that medicine is gonna end your world. You're gonna be just another lost girl. 'Cause one of these days that medicine is gonna end your world. You're gonna be just another lost girl. 'Cause one of these days that medicine's gonna end your world. You're gonna be just another lost girl. Just another lost girl. Thank you. Now, this is my 10 Cigarettes tour, which is a new song I just released. And I realized midway through that song that I've forgotten to play the song that I'm touring. Classic move. 10 Cigarettes is all about getting old. As we all are, as much as we don't like it. You can grab this song if you look up Joe Man Murphy on Spotify, iTunes, and all the other 500 streaming platforms no one listens to. Well, 10 cigarettes in a room full of kids, oh how on earth did we ever live? Somehow we all survive. 10 drinks to get my kicks, those nasty pills, you know they made me sick. I've always been alone for the ride. Oh, lovers' smiles that were there for a while. I'm my fair share of bad hairstyles. I'm rocking one as we speak. And the hello tales of Kerouac's life, you know they're taking the time to see what's right and find out what he did speak. And ever the truth be told, I think maybe I'm just getting old. Yeah, the truth be told, it's not just me, no, it's not just me. We're all getting that little bit older. We're all getting that little bit older. Every single moment. 10 cigarettes on party lungs and feeling like the Dharma bums, but failing on the poetry side. And the lyrics I'm writing seem so great, but it could be just the weed I'm smoking these days. Could be just another hippie with a guitar. So maybe I'll go back to Byron Bay and things will be a little bit different these days. I could be hanging out with the stars, but even then I'd be arrested by 10, cause my bank account makes no sense to them as they hang out in their fancy cars. Yeah, the truth be told, I think maybe I'm just getting old. Yeah, the truth be told, it's not just me, no, it's not just me. We're all getting that little bit older. We're all getting that little bit older. Yeah, we're all getting that little bit older. Every single moment. The 10 cigarettes before the gym and deluded thoughts of being slim. Maybe I should be a different kind of ripped. But there's a truth out there, but I don't care. It ain't gonna change the grays in my hair. Not even the greatest minds can stop time. Yeah, but the truth be told, I think maybe I'm just getting old. Yeah, the truth be told, it's not just me, no, it's not just me. We're all getting that little bit older. We're all getting that little bit older. We're all getting that little bit older. Every single moment. Thank you. Keep that applause going, folks. Simon Basie is going to join me up on stage. As I said, I moved to the Sunshine Coast about 5 years ago, and I really miss playing music with this guy. I think it's fair to say, Si, that the best two timbers are here tonight.
I think this is live streamed or something, isn't it, Joe?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that. He won't be watching.
So, Joe suggested that we play a few songs together, which I'm always very, very happy to do. But I was not expecting him to suggest this one, to be honest. And then again, I'm not sure if he was suspecting me to not bring my piano today, so...
So it's a catastrophe, but we'll see what we can do.
This one's off our Lawless album. The shadows scared of the morning sun, to shield my eyes, it's slow to come. It digs in its claws to stay a familiar surface away. Hidden in the eyes to end this day, to turn it black through shades of grey. And I will my body to this night not cling, and sell myself to sink into these springs. Shadows must brave the mid of day, for under my feet my shadow do lay, and it's crushed as if it needs to learn its place in life, ain't born its own. And I wish to my ears to end this sound, to switch it all off or turn it down. I hope my soul finds peace in dreams, a place to rest in a field of green. Shadow is running away from dusk, as Jews return and free to rust. Impatiently it inches east, a battle born of a burning beast. come, and it digs in its claws to stay, fulfilling the cypress away. And I pray to my eyes to end this day, to turning back their all shades of grey. I want my body this night not cling, and tell myself to sink into these sprays.
Yes, we remembered it.
Thank you.
A band meeting going on here. There's a little song called Sailing My Way. Just the other night, I thought that I was sailing away. I thought that I was fading away to a different world, and lost in sleepless dreams, in an endless tale of loss, and an endless trail of what's gone, and a battle never to be won. But you gave it all back to me, with your pretty smile and your company. And though we got dragged through the rough end of town, I'm still sailing my way back around. Just the other night, I felt like I was going crazy. No appetite for even being lazy. Just a pension for being down, and no home except alone. No happiness, no way to find a thrill. A man left feeling tired and ill. Just a lover of the Lord, and you gave it all back to me, with your pretty smile and your company. And though we got dragged through the rough end of town, I'm still sailing my way back around. Yes, I'm still sailing my way back around. Yes, I'm still sailing my way back around. Get you guys to put your hands together to our feet. Well, you gave it all to me, with your pretty smile and your company. And though we got dragged through the rough bed of town, I'm still sailing my way around. And just sailing my way around. And just sailing my way, sailing my way, sailing my way around. Thank you so much for coming down, folks. We are going to finish up with one last song. It's amazing that you all came down to support us today. If you'd like to grab my 9 Lives album, as I said, I've got them in little USB sticks with all the music and the artwork, and it'll help me feed my family. They're currently at home starving. No pressure.
Joe is a very, very talented artist, musically and illustratively.
I think it's a word.
Something like
It
that.
is now.
Something like that. He can definitely draw as well as play guitar and sing and write a song. So yeah, once again, thanks very much, Joe, for having me play here today. It's been an honour and a privilege to be asked to play here, and a lot of fun too.
You're welcome. We're going to attempt to play a song called Mean Streak. Emphasis on attempt.
That means you've got to sing the trumpet line then, okay? Bit of mouth trumpet. Right, we're good. I'm going to request a song. Not my problem how they play it. Okay. Innocent, she won't bite the hand that feeds her. Dressed in a way that your mother might say she'd be really quite glad to meet her. But she's got us fooled, got us thinking about a wouldn't mount your mouth. And I see in the eyes of people. Well, I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, honey. I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, babe. I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, honey. I've seen it, heard it, felt this rage. I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, honey. I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, babe. Care what you say, you got a mean streak, honey. I've seen it, heard it, felt this rage. Hey! Respectful and reliable, and her charm is undeniable. The smile of a child runs free and wild, yet behind her all the while she's got us wrapped around her finger today. And I see in the eyes of people. Well, I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, honey. I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, babe. I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, honey. I've seen it, heard it, felt this rage. I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, honey. I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, babe. Care what you say, you got a mean streak, honey. I've seen it, heard it, felt this rage. Hey. Her mother thinks I'm a liar, I just can't deny it. I've seen your mean streak. Her father thinks I'm deluded, but he hasn't got a clue. And I've seen your mean streak. Hey, and I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, honey. I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, babe. I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, honey. I've seen and heard and felt this rage. I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, honey. I don't care what you say, you got a mean streak, babe. Care what you say, you got a mean streak, honey. I've seen it, heard and felt it's rage. Thank you so much, folks. You've been awesome. We'll see you next time we're in town. Thank you. Mr. Joe Man Murphy.